How long did that last?
We had got together a couple of times. There was really nothing to it. There was no romance. We weren't.
There was no romance.
You should have said 2 minutes. That's how long it lasts.
There was no romance, KaiR.
Clapping cheeks at work, or alleged clapping cheeks at work. We're talking, of course, about the NYPD chief, Jeffrey Maddrey, who's been accused of misconduct allegations, federal search warrants. Jeffrey Maddrey, once chief of department for the NYPD, finds himself suspended and under investigation. What went wrong in this department? Let's talk about it. Fair use.
Natalie Pasquarella, and we began with that exclusive interview with the city's former top uniformed police officer, Jeffrey Maddrey. He abruptly resigned 1 week ago following allegations of sexual misconduct, embroiling the NYPD in yet another scandal. Our David Ushery interviewed Maddrey just a short time ago and joins us with what Maddrey had to say in response to those allegations. David?
Gilma, it was a sobering interview with former Chief Maddrey, who spent some 3 decades on the force, rising to his highest uniform position. Tonight, he is pushing back against blaring headlines and public accusations that he demanded sex from a subordinate, Lieutenant Quatisha Epps, in exchange for generous perks and overtime. Maddrey denies signing off on any overtime or pressuring her in any way. Did you force sexual favors from a subordinate, NYPD Lieutenant Quatisha Epps, starting in June 2023? She's a ranking officer. Did you force that in exchange for overtime approval and other perks signed off by you?
Absolutely not.
What happened here?
Me and Lieutenant Epps, we worked together. Starting in early 2022. We were working together for about 1.5 years, and we were working together. One thing led to another. We had an office fling. And that's all it was an office.
A consensual relationship, you're saying?
Absolutely consensual.
How long did that last?
We had got together a couple of times. There was really nothing to it. There was no romance. We weren't.
There was no romance.
You should have said 2 minutes. That's how long it lasts.
There was no romance, KaiR.
Let's continue.
Girlfriend and boyfriend, we had an office fling, and that's all it was.
You're the chief of department. Some may look at that and say it may have been consensual, but you had far-reaching powers and this was a subordinate. Do you think that was appropriate?
It wasn't appropriate for me to be in a relationship with anyone.
What do you think her motivation is to do this now?
What did he
Would
say?
you mind if I answered that?
It wasn't appropriate for me to be in a relationship with anyone.
What do you
But with
think her
anybody?
motivation is to do this now?
Oh, wait, is he married?
What do you think?
Okay, got it.
Would you mind if I answered that? Because, you know, what happened here seems to be that Lieutenant Epps is under investigation internally by the NYPD since October. And the allegations are that not only was she putting in for excessive overtime, but that she was actually putting in for overtime that she had not completed or done, so that she was effectively stealing time. So when she put in her retirement papers, 2 days later, the NYPD suspended her. And they suspended her because of suspicion that she had committed a crime, which is stealing overtime from the NYPD.
The NYPD investigation that Attorney Lambert references is into Lieutenant Epps' abuse of overtime pay, alleged. We have reached out to the attorney for Lieutenant Epps at least 3 times this afternoon, asking specific questions about the allegations of overtime abuse, as well as the relationship with Jeffrey Maddrey. We also reached out to the NYPD for comments, so we have yet to hear back. We'll have more of our interview with...
Yeah, so here we have a person who worked almost, I think they said 3 decades in the force, going up the ranks and blowing up his own spot right before he left the NYPD. RJ.
And why did he do it? You guys, don't forget to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our socials. Don't forget to subscribe either and hit the notification icon. You work so hard, KaiR, but then you make one mistake. How many stories don't we know of women, or at least powerful men, having relations with subordinates, and that causes an unfortunate ending to all they worked hard for.
Yeah.
Let me put it like this, KaiR. And we talk about these channels who give relationship advice, I mean, wild relationship advice. But I think two things. I don't know how to say this. It's
Disappointing?
no, it's as a man, as a powerful man, a man in influential position, you need to always be aware that a woman, doesn't matter if it's a colleague, an ex-wife, the person you choose or the people you choose to sleep with, that's also, you have also person and people, they can truly not only stop your growth, but I mean, let you start all over again. You would lose everything, KaiR. You can get that from a wife, you can get it from a girlfriend, you can get it from a one-night stand, you can get it from someone who you talk to for a minute and 36 seconds. Referring to Michael Irvin.
Referring to Michael Irvin.
It was a conversation, interaction recorded on camera. Everything seemed or was in order. He didn't do anything wrong, but still he got punished. I mean, a woman, choosing the right woman is very important. And why do I say people choosing the right women for some people? Because some people choose to stay bachelors. Or some people, let's be honest, they have a wife or a main and a side. But then the side is because you have these people, these women, they're professional sides, which means you pay, or they're side chicks and they know that they're side chicks and they don't try to be the main one. They play their position. If I'm a running back, then I'm a run, coach. No flicker.
Put me in.
Put it in me. Oh, no, wait, coach. No, that's different. That's a different one. Sorry. But yo, that's a crazy one. That was a joke. But you understand what I mean, KaiR. No flickers, no surprises, no switching. No, just I'm a running back. Hand me the ball. Don't throw it to me. Hand me the ball and I'll run. That's what I do. And you have those people. But it's always a risk. But then again, life is about taking risks. KaiR, you can be married, you can stay faithful. I know people who are married to one woman. Faithful to one woman. The woman is faithful to them. But the woman only criticizes. The woman doesn't speak power into the man. It's always what you're doing wrong. It's always in a bad mood. These things stop you from your growth. So when I speak about growing and choosing a partner, I'm talking about all these things. What type of energy does that person have? Is it a light energy or is it a heavy energy? You know, it's a lot. And I think that in what we do, because it's everything is available, you know, enough women. AI is coming with robots, so you wouldn't need a woman technically. So many options, KaiR, that we don't really stand still and think, okay, is this person going to help me with my plans, or is this person going to be an obstacle, a weight at my foot? Ball and chains, literally.
Yeah, that's the question. But a lot of times people move with they let the blood flow grow to another brain instead of the brain up here. Because RJ, guess what? Guess what happened?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me say.
You want to say something?
Yeah. They let their life. They ignore their intellectual head and follow their carnal head.
Yes, that's a good one. That's cooking. Make that into a short.